Okay, we're looking good. We're feeling even better. Um, Welcome back to another YouTube video. I am Sesabek Randall. You may know me as Sebek or Beck. Um, and yeah, I'm here to talk about why I'm back in Okinawa. I'm here to give you the backstory and yeah, so just to set the stage for what you can expect in these YouTube videos, because this is a series. We are, we family at this point. It's going to be raw, it's going to be uncut, unedited, unfiltered. Yeah, so you can expect just to get to know me on a very, very deep level. And yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to share my life with you. And yeah. So I'm not going to go all the way back to the beginning of my journey. I'm just going to start with me visiting Japan back in July. I think I came here July 23rd and I left on August 6th. Landed here and I landed in Tokyo, and I just knew instantly that it was something different that happened within me. From going through customs and just seeing how kind and organized everyone was, I was like, ah, you are home. That's what I felt. Uh, and then I had two more flights because I guess the flight itinerary it took me uh, from Chicago to Tokyo, from Tokyo to Osaka, and from Osaka to Naha. So that took me like almost a day and 4 hours of full travel. So you can imagine how tired I was, but I enjoyed every second of it. So I get through all of that. I finally get to Naha and it's like midnight. Mind you, I fly in the middle of a typhoon. That was the part that I left out. On top of me being jet lagged, on top of me being tired and traveling for almost a day, there was a typhoon that was happening. So flights were getting canceled and delayed. And I'm just like, what is happening right now? But yeah, made it to Naha safely. And I stayed with my brother that first time, the first time I was here. Went to sleep, and then the next morning woke up. It's Friday, and mind you, I'm prepared to be raw vegan because I didn't see that many vegan restaurants here. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go to the farmer's market, make salads. I'll live off of tofu for 2 weeks. Wrong. My brother took me to Rotan, the very first vegan restaurant that I experienced here in Okinawa. And I was just so moved to create a video. I'm like, why don't people know about this? I've been doing research, trying to find vegan spots, and it's non-existent. So I'm like, let me do a little video. Let me see what I can do. Made a video, and I put it together, and the people fell in love with it. And yeah, the rest is history. I kind of did that with all the spots that I visited, and it just became like this vlog of me tasting food and experiencing uh, Okinawa. Uh, what else? What else do I want to share? So needless to say, like, people were recognizing me, like, who is this guy, this peaceful 6 foot black guy coming to Japan, reviewing our food, saying really nice things, and just filled with so much love. So you can imagine, people, when I would go back to the restaurant, they would be like, oh my gosh, Sebek, thank you so much for the review. And I'm like, this is what I do. When I find something that I like, I don't gatekeep. So do the review, experience Japan. That was my 2 weeks there. And on the last day, I was just so heartbroken. I'm like, I don't want to leave. Like, there was just something in me where I was like, I don't want to leave. And I could have extended my flight itinerary, or, extended my stay. But there was something tugging in me that was like, go back home. don't stay another day longer. Even though I could have stayed longer. My brother was like, you don't have to leave anytime soon. Like, stay. We love you here. But something in me was just like, I gotta go home. And one thing that I've come to trust within myself is once I feel something, I have to act on it. There is no, oh yeah, second guessing. I used to do that. But now I have this trust within myself. When it's time to move, it's time to move. When it's time to sit still, it's time to sit still. And it's not something that I can really say. It's just something that I have to feel. It's like, it's just this inner knowing. So I went back home, traveled, everything was smooth. A little side note here, when I got to Tokyo, I realized I had to do an airport transfer, so that was fun. I had to take like a 2 hour bus to like another side of Tokyo. But travel was really smooth. Get home, and I remember just being in my loft 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is it. Japan happened and it was a great experience. And you just need to lock in for the next 6 months because in my mind, I knew you're going back. You're going back to Japan. If not to live, to visit for a very long time. So I was going to come back. I was going to start school. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this since y'all here on YouTube. I am in school studying herbalism right now. And I'm really excited about it. I'm about 2 months in. And yeah, it's just been a journey. But anyways, I was going to come back home, do my first semester of school, and yeah, just get acclimated, save up some money. And I kid you not, I took 2 days to rest. I'm like, okay, I just need to readjust to the time. And I was sleeping like 13 hours a day. Mind you, y'all know I am very healthy. Like I work out almost twice a day, 5 days out of the week. I eat a very clean diet. And I just felt so tired and lethargic, and something just wasn't right. So I'm like, is this jet lag? Am I getting sick? What's happening right now? So, you guys, it's so interesting talking about this right now. Okay. So after the second or third day, it was like Monday, I was like, okay, I just need to get up and go get some food at least. Because at this point, I've been in the house for like 2 days. Tired. I get outside and I start to feel better. And my neighbor was sitting in the courtyard, and we sat there and we chatted. And when I went outside, my voice was very hoarse, but almost within 5 minutes, the hoarseness in my voice started to go away, and I started to feel better. And it started to rain, so we went back in. And then immediately, I started to feel sick again. And the conversation just flowed, and we started to talk about mold. And hold that thought. Let me go check on my tofu in this oven. Okay, we're back. Tofu is not burning. So mold come up in the conversation, and previously, like the year before, I saw what appeared to be mold in my vents, made a maintenance request, and they came out and they sprayed some type of spray paint that killed the mold. And they were like, if it comes back, let us know, but it shouldn't. It's just humidity and it's just mildew. And I'm like, okay. Almost a year to the date, the mold came back. And this time, I looked in my vents and it spread out throughout my entire apartment. So that was the culprit. It was making me sick. The mold was making me sick. And I reached out to the property management, sent them an email, did the maintenance request thing, because one thing about me, I'm very thorough. When it comes to like business and getting things done, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get this taken care of because I'm home a lot, you know. So I definitely want to enjoy my space, you know. I didn't receive a call back. I didn't receive no correspondence for like 48 hours. And at this point, I'm like, you guys, this is kind of urgent here. There's mold in my apartment. There's spores everywhere. You know, everything in my apartment has been contaminated with mold at this point. So I can't stay here unless you remediate the problem, you know? So after like 48 hours, maybe it was 24, 48 hours, they finally get back to me and they're like, hey, we're gonna come by and look at it. The property manager comes and sprays the vent with vinegar and he wipes it with a cloth. And he's like, let me know if it comes back. Mind you, the mold was coming from, because I had industrial ceilings. I lived in an old renovated building that they took and they gutted it out and then they put this new nice fixtures and everything in it. Very cute. But I don't think they did a thorough job when they were doing the pipe work and the dryer lining. So like water would drip from the pipes. And I took videos and I submitted all of this to them. So the fact that they came and sprayed it with vinegar and just tried to wipe it was beyond me. I'm like, you guys, like, this is not fixing the issue. I'm saying that this is making me sick. So what I did, I went to urgent care just to make sure, like, okay, am I fine? Like, because my breathing was being affected. What else was happening with me? I was experiencing that extreme fatigue, one that I don't wish to feel ever in this lifetime because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love to feel lively. And then, yeah, I just felt like those flu-like symptoms. So I went to urgent care and the doctor was like, you need to definitely not stay there anymore because it's just going to continue to make you sick. So I got a hotel room that night and I was like, okay, I'll know what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm like, why is this all happening? Like in the moment, y'all, life felt so heavy. I'm like, why is this happening to me right now? This can't be. I just came back from having the time of my life in Japan. There is no way I'm coming back home to seeing mold in all of my apartment. No way. So get to the hotel, I check in, I go and pick up a few things, and I slept. That was the first night I was able to like actually sleep. And that also let me know that I was being affected by the mold because I slept there. All of my symptoms went away. The shortness of breath, the fatigue, all of it went away. And so the one night in the hotel turned into, I think, almost a week. And that got expensive really quickly. So I had to weigh all of my options. I'm like, okay, am I going to go about this legally? Like, what am I going to do? And I went to code enforcement and everything, and they basically said that I had to prove that it was mold. So I got it tested, and it came back to be mold. Now, mind you, the mold wasn't just in my apartment unit. It was in the hallway. It was on the wall. So this isn't something that I'm just making up. It's probably still there. But I'm just going to fast forward to the good part. They finally let me out of my lease after proving that it was mold, that it was making me sick, but I had to go through these extreme measures. And no, they didn't reimburse me for anything. And they pretty much lied to my insurance company and said that the mold was coming from humidity, which was completely false. So yeah, there was that. And in the moment, I'm just like, what's happening? Oh my gosh. Life feels like it's against me. This can't be happening to me right now. um, and I just got real quiet and still. And I moved out. I was able to break my lease. my mom was like, hey, you should just come back here until you figure out what you want to do so that you don't make a rash decision. And I knew I didn't want to extend the lease. It was easy to go and find another apartment, that whole thing. But I knew that was the catalyst for something bigger. So I moved out of the apartment, but I sold everything. I sold and gave away everything because I'm like, nah, it's time to do something different. So I moved everything by myself. I got the U-Haul. I went and donated almost 4 carloads of things to thrift stores, and yeah, downsized my life to 2 suitcases. And I sat still for like 2 weeks, and then it just came to me like, you don't really want to be here in America anymore, and you really enjoyed Japan. Maybe, just maybe, this was all a catalyst for you to go back. So what I did, I started looking at ways to sell my car. I looked at flights. I looked at some Airbnbs, so that I could stay somewhere for like a month or two. And when I tell you guys, everything worked out so beautifully. I'm like, whoa, it's happening. It was like this domino effect. So I booked a flight, found the space, and I found a space for me to sell my car. And they gave me more than what I wanted. So I felt like all of that was just lining up. So I trusted. I trusted the process of me finding mode in my apartment. And yeah, now I am in Japan. I think this is where I want to pause for this video. There will be a part 2, but I just want to pause here because I want to engage you. Leave me questions, leave me comments, let me know what y'all want to know. Because it's easy for me to sit here and talk and ramble, which there will be a lot of that, and I'm not gonna apologize for rambling. Y'all signed up for this. So make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what's up. I'm currently making some lunch right now. I have some tofu in the air fryer, not the air fryer. I have some tofu in the oven. I have some kale soaking. I have cucumber, avocado, red onion. I'm gonna make a little salad. And yeah, I'm gonna do some schoolwork. But yeah, you guys, this is life. That's just like a little backstory as to what happened and how I ended up here. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen, how everything's going to unfold. I just have like this feeling, that same feeling that everything's going to work out. Because I let go of everything. When I'd say I have 2 suitcases of things, and I had a very large apartment with a whole bunch of things. Worked as a private chef and had all my kitchen gadgets and all those great things. And yeah, I sold it all. I gave it all away. Because I knew something bigger was waiting for me, and I still don't know what that is. But yeah. Yeah, this is the first video of many. So get ready, put on your safe belt. How do I want to end this video? If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for wanting to know what's going on in my life. It means a lot. And until, what is this on my show? Until the next video, peace, love, abundance, prosperity, and yeah, just may you be at peace. Leave a question, leave a comment, make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all know what to do. And yeah, do what makes your heart feels alive. Peace.